So today's hard truth, unfortunately, you don't know what you don't know.
Curious what business owners are doing to double revenue, have more cash flow, work less hours, and provide a better lifestyle for their family? Dive into the world of business growth that leads to guaranteed wealth. Your hosts, Dr. Laura Shwaluk and Jerry Kezhaya. Grow and get answers to your business and investment questions that provide clarity, move you forward, and inspire you to reach your goals. Welcome to this edition of the Business Builders Intensive. My name is Dr. Laura Shwaluk, and my co-host is Jerry Kezhaya.
Hello.
I'm
the fun one.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely the fun one. We have a special guest with us today, Stephan Poschik of CHC, which is Corporate Health Consulting.
And that's, by the way, it's not a health consultation. It's not a health business. It's the business. It's the health of your business.
Health of your business. So, Stephan, tell us a little about yourself and how did you get started in this? Tell us, how do you help people?
Absolutely. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm really looking forward to the next couple of minutes. So yes, Stephan Poschik. I'm originally from Austria, but I live in beautiful Sardinia in Italy in the meantime. So the background, what you see here is actually what I have directly out of my window, out of my office here. And I started as an entrepreneur already 25 years ago. Over the time, I was able to found 7 different companies already, still running 5 of them. 2 are in the US, the other 3 are in Austria and Europe. And my CHC group is handling 2 main areas. So in one area, we are working with big corporate groups like Siemens, Toyota, the Volkswagen Group, and we help them increase employee engagement, strengthen their productivity, and have a better leadership and corporate culture. So that's a traditional consulting service arm or business, what we are doing there. But on the other hand side, where I'm most passionate and most involved in the meantime is we work with small business owners, founders, CEOs of small businesses, and we help them grow and scale their companies with a specific focus on everything around AI, technology, and innovation.
Excellent. And so in that focus, tell me how the AI works in helping them to scale and grow with their employees.
Yes, absolutely. So one of the things is when you use AI the right way, and when you use it with a process and a system behind the scenes, you can save tremendous amounts of time and effort. So one example from my own companies is we needed to do a lot of documentation, a lot of reporting for a specific type of project in the employer branding space. And we needed to do about 10 hours per project. So our project managers and assistants needed per project 10 hours. And then we chose a right tool. We built a process with this AI, and we could reduce it to 20 to 30 minutes per project. So now you can imagine 10 hours instead of just 20 or 30 minutes. And we scaled it through 54 projects within 1.5 years. And that's just a tremendous time saver for our existing teams.
Wow, that increases efficiency enormously. Kind of tell me if this is also something you do, because this is something that I heard one of our other clients had done. The AI expert had the AI listen to 3,000 phone calls of the salespeople. And from the sales that actually the transaction was made a whole sales protocol to help with the sales process and answer any objections. And it completely streamlined the whole process. So what happened is when the next salesperson came on, they were given this
Script,
the system they were already set up to win.
Yes.
So that's kind of the kind of thing that you do. Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the beautiful thing when you understand AI and when you figure out what are the right tools for your use case is, in a lot of situations, it's not an additional effort to build something, but you can just start these tools, basically implement the tools in the things you need to do on a daily basis anyway. Like the example you just gave us, Laura, where you just, okay, the AI is listening to the sales calls, is listening to the things you are doing anyway, and then you just build a process, you build a sales script, you build whatever. I give you another example because a lot of people think about, okay, how can I use my content in a better way? And a lot of entrepreneurs, they don't want to do a show like you are doing or we are doing because, oh my God, that's so much work, that's so much effort, I don't have the time and all of that. Yes, that's right. But the recording needs to be done by you and me. But when we have the right tools in place, we can make our life afterwards so much easier when it comes to, okay, how can we repurpose the content just with, for example, our shows, what we do, we do a transcription from the show. Then we use AI that we produce newsletter articles, blog posts, LinkedIn posts, small snippets, and all of these things. And all of this can be done with tools and technology in the meantime. So I don't need to do a show with 30 minutes and then sit 30 hours to produce more content, but I actually do 30 minutes of content. And this 30 minutes of content with the right tools is going to fill up the marketing or content calendar for at least 1, 2, 3 months.
That is fantastic.
Awesome.
So we started off this episode with that you don't know that you don't know. And so, especially with AI, there's a lot of things
I don't know.
we don't know what it's capable of. And for people, business owners that have a brick and mortar business, how would they even start? Like how do they use it?
There are so many AI engines out there. How do you even know which ones to pick? I just sent Laura a list of the top 100 engines. It's like, how do you do that? Help us out, please. I'm old, I admit it, okay? I'm still waiting to see if this internet thing is going to work out.
Stop it.
So, Jerry, I don't think you should start with the internet. It will not be successful anyway. So
yeah, it's a fad. It's a fad.
But especially for the brick and mortar or the service-based business, how would they use AI?
Yeah. So first of all, I understand everybody who has a big fat question mark when it comes to AI and they feel overwhelmed or something like that. Yeah. So you need to know every single day, over 500 new AI tools are going to pop out of nowhere on this planet at the moment.
Oh my Lord.
Every single day, 500 plus new tools. Okay. So don't even start to wrap your head around it and don't even try to catch up with all of that because like in a lot of situations, not every app in the App Store is really valuable and is intelligent. Let's call it that way. Okay. So when you have a brick and mortar store and you do not use AI yet, just think about things you are doing on a regular basis, you need to do on a regular basis in your business. And then think about what is an easy, repetitive task you need to do over and over and over and over again. And for this specific case, you're searching for an AI tool. So let me give you an example. When you need to prepare an offer, maybe you need to do some research about a specific future customer. This research can still be done manually through search engines like Google or whatever, or you just use an AI and you tell the AI specifically the information, what you need for your proposal. And you just let the AI do the research and the writing and the whatever information you're searching for. And actually the AI is spitting out exactly the information you need. You just copy and paste it in your PowerPoint or in your Word document and you are done with this. Yeah. Another example is when you, for example, need to write a bunch of things or when you need to read a lot of things. So in a lot of situations, you need to read a lot of documents and to figure out, is there a specific information in it or yes or no? You don't need to read a 20 or 50 page document anymore. You just feed it into AI. You tell AI what you are looking for or what is important, and you immediately have exactly this information. So you can save tremendous amounts of time with things you are used to do or you need to do with a very simple use case of AI. And when you start with AI, don't start with all these agents and these fancy tools and AI processes and all of that, because this can feel pretty overwhelming very fast. Yeah. So I would start with a standard large language model, these LLMs, which is you can use whatever you want. Yeah. So without any ratings, you can use ChatGPT. You can use Gemini, you can use from Microsoft Copilot. So there are a lot of LLMs out there. Start with them and start with things you are doing on a regular basis anyway. And the coolest thing, and that's what I want to finish is, AI is the first tool and technology we have as human beings where we don't need anybody else to understand basic usage of this, because you go to ChatGPT and say, hey, what can I do with you? How can you help me? And the tool is actually telling you what you can or could do with it and how you can do it.
So is this an application that would be useful in creating standard operating procedures for some, like a position?
Yes, 100%.
I imagine that
100%.
Standard operating procedures, job descriptions,
Absolutely.
org charts. I mean, all of the
All.
things that small business needs.
Yes.
Big business needs it as well, but
Yeah.
small business is usually very lacking with those tools. And
Yes.
I'm assuming that, you know, with this internet thing is going to be around for a while, especially with AI tools, right? So might as well grab hold of some and get started on it. Fill in the gaps that you have in your company, and you'll. So here, I want to tell a fun story. In the automotive repair business, we've owned this company for 45 years. When we would hire a new service advisor, we would put them on salary, and it was 6 months before they learned the job well enough to be able to cover their expense. 6 months. Crazy amount of time.
And money.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And money.
Lost money.
We went through and created standard operating procedures. We created the processes. We documented everything, created literally a 47-page document on how to do this job. And we took that 6-month time period down to 3 days.
Yeah.
And we've been using that for years and years now. But imagine 6 months of someone's salary before they start covering their own expense, and you knock it down to 3 days. This is the importance of getting your documents and your paperwork and your systems and your processes documented, put it in paper, and have it a real useful document.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And Jerry, you know what? The interesting part is we work with a lot of small business owners too. And what I see is a lot of them do not have these standard documents in place because they say, I don't have time for it. I don't know how to put it together. I cannot do these additional things because I'm so stuck in the daily business and in the operations.
Yes.
Now, here comes the cool thing with AI again. For example, when you are doing your daily job, just start a screen recording. Just start a screen recording what you are doing anyway. And then feed the AI tool with the screen, with the video, and say, hey, AI, this is my process for XYZ, for invoicing, or for reaching out to customers, or for doing a newsletter, whatever you just did on the screen. And AI is automatically doing these SOPs for you.
Wow, and you don't have to pull yourself out of the vortex of the day-to-day life.
Right.
And you have this AI engine doing it for you. And by the way, folks, they're not even on salary. Come on now. You gotta try, you gotta at least try it. It's free.
Right.
There's no excuse. You can't say, oh, I can't afford it. That's hockey. Come on now.
Absolutely. That's true.
Stephan, I have a question. We started with the hard truth of that
Oh,
you don't
yes.
know that you don't know. So what are some signs that somebody would bump up against that would be an indicator that they don't know
Yeah.
how to handle it?
So first of all, let me share a little bit from my side because why I came up with that, and I wanted to share this today. So when I started as an entrepreneur 25 years ago, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea. I was still in school.
None of us did.
Yeah.
I was still in school. I never saw a university from the inside. I was the first person in my family ever becoming an entrepreneur. And I mean, it sounds so stupid afterwards, but I did not even know that something like a mentor or a coach or an advisor is out there. I did not know that something exists like that. Okay. So what I did is I just started. And literally over the first 10 years, I was just failing forward. I tried something, it failed. I tried something else, it failed. But fortunately, I was stubborn enough that I did not give up in these years. Yeah. But at some point, I finally figured out, oh my God, probably there is a book out there I can read. And then I came across the first mentors. I came across the first coaches. And after years of years, really after 15 years in entrepreneurship already, I started with a coach and mentor, and he came up with this slogan or with this quote: Stefan, you don't know what you don't know." And when I heard it the first time, I was not really sure what he means with it, because yeah, okay, I mean that sounds nuts when you don't know behind the scenes stuff, yeah. Because okay, I also don't care what I don't know because I don't know it anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
But thinking about that and reflecting with him about that, we immediately identified multiple situations in my entrepreneurial journey where things happened to me or for me, yeah,
Yeah.
where in retrospective, I understood, oh my God, that's a perfect example for you don't know what you don't know. Let me give you a very specific example. When I started to hire my first sales, my first sales reps, I hired a sales rep and sounded very, very good. But basically, a couple of days into it, she started to tell me, yes, and your products and this, and we need to do the pricing. And she started to talk about business development stuff. Yeah. And, and instead of just using what we already have, she went hard on, okay, we need to do business development and we need to have this in place that I'm able to sell this. We need to have this in place to be able to sell whatever. Yeah. And I was just back then, I believed her. Yeah. Because I was just not experienced enough. And I also did not know that this is a very, very, very common hiring mistake most small business owners are doing when they hire their first sales rep. Because they hire a sales rep, but instead of hiring a sales rep, they actually hire a business development person. And the business development person is making themselves very important. But at the end of the day, they are selling zero. They just consume a lot of time and effort. And then you probably have 10 products instead of 3 products. And your revenue is lower than ever before. And this really happened with a lot of situations, and even with the AI stuff nowadays. Yeah. So when you don't know how easy it is that AI can free up 5 or 10 hours of your week, of your time every week, why should you try it? Yeah. Why should you think about implementing it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Because there are so many times when we think we're doing the right thing, and if we could just bounce it off of someone, then it would just be so helpful. So if we wanted to reach out to you, if anyone wanted to reach out to you, what's the best way for them to reach out to get more
Yes.
information?
The fastest and easiest way is LinkedIn. Yeah. So I love LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. I spend a lot of time every single day there. So that's the fastest and easiest way to just connect with me and DM me. Yes.
And spell your name, please, so that they reach you rather than your imposter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Does
So
he have a wicked twin out there?
I don't know.
Do you have an evil twin? Come on now.
you know the good part is actually my last name. I'm the only person on this planet with this first and last name. So we are the only family on this planet with this last name. So it's easier to find me compared to some other people. So my name is Stephan Poschik. So Stefan is with a P and an H. So Stephan. And Poschik is Poschik.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah.
And go to LinkedIn, hook up with this man. He's brilliant.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fun. I have my first and last name are the only ones on the planet too. So that's
Beautiful.
And but there's some people that have like they have a whole get-togethers and everyone has that name. And that's the entry fee to get into the event is you must have that first and last name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's really fun. It's really fun.
I like our unique part much more, believe me.
Yes, yeah.
Easier to find.
Laura is the only person with her last name in the entire United States.
Actually, there are two more now. Yep,
What?
yep,
Wow.
Your relatives moved.
Yeah, well, I got married and had a couple
That's the
kids.
reason.
Oh my gosh.
Had a couple kids.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
We're getting infiltrated now.
Yes.
There-
There's now 3 of us in the United
Oh
States.
boy, I thought one was enough. It broke the mold.
That's really good. Now it's getting really hard for you, Jerry.
So tell me
I have a comfortable couch I'll be sleeping on tonight. It's okay.
Okay, wonderful.
about your company and how do you help businesses? I know you help these huge businesses, Toyota, Siemens, and like you help them, but how do you help like the regular everyday?
The little guy. How do you
Yeah.
help the little guy?
Absolutely. That's a great question. Thank you so much. So, we talked a lot about AI. So, I give you an example. We are doing our annual online conference that's called the CHC Summit, and everything is around how you can use AI and technology to grow and scale. So, it's a free online event. And we talked a little bit about the beginning. So, you find it, I think, somewhere. So that's the first start. So we offer a lot of free stuff that people can just take a look and can connect and can also ask a lot of questions. And
Say
if
the name of
somebody,
that, can you
yes,
say the name of that website where they can register?
of course, that's the CHC Summit is the event. And
CHC Summit.
correct, the
Thank you.
CHC Summit. Yeah.
.com.
You can also find this event on LinkedIn, actually, but we also have a specific link we can share where you directly find this event. Yes,
Okay, we'll put that in the show notes.
yes,
Excellent.
absolutely.
Okay, so
Um,
go back
and
to telling us about the
course.
everyday.
Of
Sorry for
course.
interrupting.
And then, for example, we have our CHC Academy, which is our online coaching and mentoring platform where we meet on a weekly basis with a small group of entrepreneurs. So just a handful, so not more than 10 people, that we really can go deep into your specific business, where we can address the questions, where we show examples, where we exchange ideas and experiences, and where we also provide a lot of online resources like, okay, how do you find your the right AI tool? How do you start with AI? How do I learn to prompt? How do I optimize my processes and build an SOP with the usage of AI, for example? Yeah. How do I build a job description? How do I build a job announcement with the usage of AI? So this is what we have in our academy and where we help our members really grow and scale with AI. And one more example is we also have an in-person mastermind, what we are doing here in Sardinia twice a year, which is limited to 40 spots, and where we really spend a whole week with small business owners, serial entrepreneurs, investors, and we work intensely on growing and scaling the business.
You had me at a week in Sardinia. I didn't hear much after that.
I should have led with that.
Okay,
The cool part is always the last one.
I gotta tell you, going home would be really tough. There's something. Okay, I have to throw this out for all of our listeners. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? If you want to get Jer a nice gift one day, a nice piece of gorgonzola.
Oh, from Italy.
Oh my goodness, that and a super Tuscan, and I could probably be in a little bit of heaven. Just leave me in the corner with a little gorgonzola, a little super Tuscan, and don't talk to me for an hour. I'll be good.
That's wonderful. So I already know what I'm going to organize when you are coming here to our to us in Sardinia. So for sure, this snack is organized for you.
We have a client for my birthday. He had his aunt. So he was born and raised in Italy, in Brescia, and he took us over there to meet his friends and his family. We get along so well, and I fell in love with the gorgonzola.
Oh my God.
He had his aunt send
It's
a whole wheel.
massive birthday cake. I mean, it was as tall as a cake and as round. I mean,
Oh my God, it was
Oh,
so
beautiful.
good.
Oh
He
yeah.
called me
Yeah.
up. He goes, "Are you at the ranch?" yeah, are you okay? What's wrong? I mean,
He
you
says,
never call me.
Can you come over?
Can you come over? I'm thinking, oh my
Are
God.
they getting
What?
divorced?
I mean-
Oh my gosh. Our minds went to the worst possible.
You know, that's what humans do, right?
Did
we
you
go,
have to tell us some bad news?
and so he calls me and says, and bring some really good bread.
Huh?
What the hell does that mean?
What kind of good
Why?
bread?
So we stopped at a bakery, brought over a really nice piece of bread, and he says, okay, now that you're here, I got to show you the surprise. And he brings out this wheel of gorgonzola. It's like, oh, it was so good.
Gooey goodness.
You know what? You would really love it here because one of my best friends here on the island is owning the store on the fresh market. And he has this beautiful local gorgonzola and cheese and ham and prosciutto and all of these things. And he also is doing the catering actually for our mastermind. So maybe
Oh,
you should
would
check
take
it
my
out and come
arm
over.
even further.
So we're gonna have to be at the mastermind, I'm thinking. I think
Oh my
so.
God, you should.
I have to. When is that gonna be?
Okay,
Let me
so
see.
I'm
Oh
gonna,
yeah.
I'm gonna
Where
send
can
you.
I sign up? Where do I need to go?
Yes, where can I sign up? I'm there. You had me at Gorgonzola, brother.
Yeah.
I'm like
1 week in
You
Italy.
see, for Laura, it was a week in Sardinia. For you, Jerry, it's just gorgonzola. That's
That's
fine.
it.
We have something for everybody.
There you go.
You
That's
have always,
beautiful.
I just enjoy chatting with you and visiting. You're so much
Oh,
fun.
thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Which
No,
is
so
really-
we actually had in the first week of May we have the first round, and in the first week of October this year we have the second round of the mastermind. Yeah.
Oh, very good, very good. So there's still time to sign up. Awesome.
Oh yes, couple of spots left.
As we wrap up this episode, for every episode, I ask our listeners a question. And the purpose of the question is to move you forward, is to challenge you. And my question for you today is, are you using AI in your business to help you with efficiency? If you're not, then reach out to Stephan. Stephan, spell your name again, please, so they can find you on LinkedIn.
Absolutely. That's Stephan Poschik. That's STEPHAN and POSCHIK.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Because you can do some little things. Here's how I'm going to phrase it. Big doors swing on little hinges. You can move so much with just a few strategic pivots. So reach out to Stephan, reach out to us. I'm Dr. Laura Shwaluk. This is Jerry Kezhaya. You can reach us at BBMMUSA.com. That's BB, like Business Builders Mentor Mastermind, BBMMUSA.com. And we look forward to hearing from you. Stephan, thank you so much. What an enjoyable episode and interview with you. And we are looking forward to seeing you
In Sardinia.
Thank you so much. So Laura, Jerry, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talking to you. You are amazing, and what you are doing for other business owners is just incredible. Really amazing. Thank you for that.
You're kind. All right, brother. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
Yes.
Grow and get answers to your business and investment questions that provide clarity, move you forward, and inspire you to reach your goals. Share the show and connect with us at BBMMUSA.com to submit questions and learn more. That's BBMMUSA.com.